I thought when I scheduled these things, it wouldn't turn off the thumbnail until my scheduled time. 6 minutes early. What the heck? Yo, what's up, Jay? I was listening to a little bit of FF. Little FFDP. I'm sorry. I swear this thing, when I scheduled this thing, it wouldn't show. It wouldn't click on my screen until it actually showed, until the scheduled time. So I was rocking away in here, just getting everything in order. So I apologize. I hope that didn't blast your ears off. You know what, Amy? That just means you're old. Here we go. Bring it. Let's go. We're gonna have a good time tonight. This is gonna be fun. That just means you're old. If you can't take loud music, that means you're old. I'm a metalhead. Only away from my wife. So, how the heck are you guys doing tonight? Jeremy, I can't wait to see your next video coming out, bro. What is up with that tree? That is sick. Oh man. Gosh. Dude, you know what, Jeremy? I have had the most conversations this week with besides you and the Broussards, Chris Barr. We've been going back and forth on Instagram Messenger and talking and stuff, and that guy's a cool dude, man. I've gotten to know him a little bit. So fascinating story, just crazy. So you feel old? I know I did too. Olivia and I were cleaning out the garage because we are getting ready for the move. It's coming. It is coming. And before you know it, it's going to be here. Right, Jeremy? When you're ready to move, you're just not ready to move, right? We're next spring. We are moving out of this hellhole next spring. There's some crazy stuff on the horizon and stuff where people are hearing, you know, so we got to get out of this state. And this governor here, oh man. But we're not going to talk about politics. We're going to talk about fun. We're going to talk about nothing but the future tonight and how much fun we're going to have. So I'm looking forward to what's coming up. Watching everybody else move and get on their homesteads and doing their thing. I can't wait. So we were cleaning out the garage. I'm dumping junk, stuff that I've had for years I've never touched, that's been sitting in the shelves, right? I know, right? I know it's not soon enough. I just can't. We just can't yet. We're almost there. So I'm already talking to the mortgage company and talking to the real estate agent, and we're getting those things in a row. Talking to my insurance agent. I'm transferring at least one of my vehicles that we're going to drive up. I'm going to register my truck in Idaho. I'm getting those California plates the heck off. And then what else am I doing? Oh, I'm going to get my Idaho driver's license, and it's got to be a Class A because I drive semi-trucks and everything. So I'm getting my ducks in a row, guys. It is coming. It is coming. We are preparing. I am so stoked. I am pumped. So, oh my gosh. 12 pounds of beef. Oh man. Did you freeze all that? And you planted more tomatoes, fan. Hey, Chris is here. What's up, brother? Right on. The man of the hour is in the house. That's who I was. You guys already all know him. I looked at all of the pages he subscribes to, and he also subscribes to you guys. I didn't even see him and see him on the radar until I was in Jeremy's video. And I was commenting and stuff, and I saw his. I'm like, oh, barn on homestead, barn on off grid. That sounds interesting. And I don't know what the comment was that you, but oh, you said alpacas. You made the alpacas comment, and I'm like, alpacas. So that's what I did, is I went over there to your channel, Chris, and saw what you did, and that caught my attention. And so now I'm hook, line, and sinker. You got me, bro. So yeah. Oh yeah, time to leave. Jeremy, stop, man! You're just killing me, dude. I dream. I go to bed at night, and I seriously have stress dreams because I'm thinking about all the things I need to do to move. I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go to pee like an old man, and I start thinking about it, can't go back to sleep. I go to work and I'm working, it's all I can think about. 24/7, that's all I think about is moving and getting out of here and moving to Idaho. I know it's not soon enough. You can't tell me anymore how bad I need to get out of here. So anyway, yeah, so Chris, man, you guys have some beautiful alpacas, and you guys had that bait. Well, that was a week old video that I saw. and that was you had just seen it. It was a couple of hours old. Those things are so beautiful little animals. I just love them. Up there in North Idaho, we've been to a couple of the alpaca farms up there and looked at them, seen hundreds of babies scampering across the field, and it just fantastic farms up there. So my wife's, I think I already told you all this probably, Chris, but my wife's way into crocheting and crafts and all that stuff, and we love alpaca wool items, socks and hats and all that kind of stuff. So once we get up there, we plan on having some. So I know they all, if I remember right in your video, it looked like where they were going poo, where they were doing their droppings, what I've learned is that they go like a dog. They tend to go in one place, and so you have one pile of, is that true? Yeah, calling me old. Wait a minute, what did I say? Oh, I forgot. I said something. Yeah, I know. I feel old. Hey, Big Dreams, thanks for coming in tonight, man. We are pumped up and riled up tonight. I got everybody going with some five-finger death punch, and unbeknownst to me, I accidentally treated everybody to some really loud speakers. So thanks for coming in tonight. Oh, you know what? Most women can hold it till the morning time. I don't know what it is about men, especially us crane operators. Crane operators are supposed to be able to hold it for long hours, but not me. I'm sitting up there in my cabin. If I'm in a tower crane, I can go whenever I want, so I don't have myself trained very well. But anyway, yeah, you know what, Chris? We're not going to do any alpacas until we actually get up there, because I have a lot of stuff to do on that cabin and that property before we can actually get the alpacas. So that'll be, I'm not going to say it's, yeah, you know what, it'd probably be one of the last things that we do. So we're not going to get them right away. It'll probably be after the first year. I got to get a garden in. I got to get a chicken coop built. The Wallapini greenhouse is going to come later on, but we'll probably do some alpacas first. But one of the first things we got to do is we've got to get we have a little cabin up there, almost like one of those ones you'd buy at Home Depot, but it's a lot bigger and it's 2-story. And it's been insulated, and it actually is wired for power. We're going to get that thing all cleaned up and get some plumbing put into it and get it set on a good solid foundation, and we're going to slap that sucker on Airbnb. So we got to get some cash flow going. I got to get a tractor service going if I don't go working for a crane company right away. So I'm a crane operator. I've been in heavy equipment for 15 years. Just to give you a little introduction to us. The family's out at a birthday party right now, so I stayed behind to spend time with you all. But she does crafts. She works for the school district, and so that's what we're going to do. When we get up there, she's going to find a job. I'm going to probably go run a crane for the first year or so. So, hey, Patty's in the house, and my sister. Nope, you did not miss the announcement, Christy. Haven't got to the announcement yet. So I make a to-do list. A to-do list for what? For here, for our house, to sell it, or to get our house in Idaho ready, or for our trip this summer? What I have to-do list I have lists of to-do lists. Yes, I have a to-do list, and most of it's in my brain. Yeah, right. So, Chris, let me ask you this. Yes, I am getting donkey poodles. We are going to have alpacas. We love alpacas. They're they're a cold weather animal. I mean, they were from South America, right? It was where most of them originated, as far as I remember. I have a lot to learn, so I'm just telling you the little bit that I know. But cold weather animals, they don't even need a barn to sleep in or stand. They're perfectly comfortable in the driving snow. So they're a perfect North Idaho animal to have. So we're going to harvest. We want to sell the wool, the fiber, and just kind of get involved in that whole alpaca community up there. So anyway, yes, I am king of lists. Yeah, Chris, so you haven't made the list yet, Chris. What Amy's talking about there is the list. And it's you know what, it hasn't really grown. Actually, that's my list for my meetup, and that's going to be the news tonight. I don't even know where my list is for all my... Where's all my lists? Oh, there we go. It's on the back 3 pages of lists. So everybody loves to give me a hard time, and they're never going to let me live it down, Chris. When I first started doing live streams last year, and I saw somebody leaving comments on your channel, that you got to go live, bro. I can't believe how many subscribers you guys have. The first video I saw that you put up was like 3 or 4 months ago, and you already got like almost 800 subscribers. That's pretty phenomenal. So that means everybody loves the donkey poodles, right? Put my glasses on. Why? Why do I got to put my glasses on? So hey guys, now all you guys are already in here. All you guys already know who Chris is, bar none. Off grid. I was never subscribed to him. I don't know why, but you guys know that there's channels that are out there that everybody else knows about that you don't know about because they never show up in your suggested feed for whatever reason. Maybe I wasn't watching enough alpaca stuff, but I mean, for a while there, I was just binge watching everybody's alpaca stuff. So I don't know, Chris. I don't know. You guys' channel never popped up until I saw you in Jeremy's video. So that was the channel announcement, guys. But all you guys already know who he is. I didn't, so I'm announcing to myself. Chris at Bar None Off Grid, fantastic channel. I love. You know what? It's the story. The story is what blew my mind. That you guys moved. If I read it right. Moved from Michigan to that high country in Colorado, to that high desert area of Colorado. You sold everything, you quit your jobs, and you went out there to homestead. I absolutely love that story. Jeremy and Angela, they're living the dream homestead, same thing. The Rinkers from, oh my gosh, my mind totally Breaking Free Off Grid, there we go. They were one of the first channels I watched that they sold all their crap in Arizona, right? Or Nevada, one of the two. Sold everything and moved up there to Idaho, and they're going for it. That was one of the first channels I ever saw besides Pure Living for Life, where they were doing the same thing, quit their jobs and building their own house, debt-free. And then after watching the Rinkers, I saw Jeremy and Angela, and so your story just absolutely... When I saw that and the alpacas, that gripped me, absolutely gripped me. So I'm loving your journey, and we're doing the same thing. We're just taking a little bit longer because my kids are in college, and my daughter just finished nursing school. We're just waiting on her test date from the state, and everything is screwed up in all of our government right now, right? Everybody knows that. So we're waiting on her test date, and she can go take the NCLEX and she can go get a job. So that's what it is. I am not slow, Amy. I resent that remark. At least you're not yelling squirrel at me. Is Brett working tonight? They stand perfectly still even when the floodwaters come in. That's funny. From Peru, right? Christy, why'd you tell me to put my glasses on, by the way? And I'm slow on the chat because I'm talking. I have sticky paper. Yeah, right. Our cabin in the woods. I totally hear it. There's mine. See, and it says right there, Bar None, so I wouldn't forget the name. So that's the joke, Chris, with everybody in the chat tonight, is that when I first started doing live streams, I was mixing up the names. Like Jeremy, I was calling him from Imagine Acre Wood, and Dave was from Central Mountain Homesteading, and I had everybody all screwed up. And I was telling Dave, I wanted a job with him, and wasn't even the right channel. So I had to start writing names down because I just couldn't remember everybody. I mean, this community is just so fantastic. It blows up so fast, as you know. It's a little overwhelming at times, but man, we embrace it. So that was the channel shout out, guys. The announcement, I know most of you already know. Jeremy already knows because he's my partner in crime. I wish there was some other people from Idaho in here tonight, but there aren't any so far. So. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, hit me up with that thumbs. He's next to you laughing. Brett, do you have to wake up at 3 in the morning to pee like I do? Just curious. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, all right. So, well, it's because I don't want to wear. My glasses have a glare. That's why, Christy. I don't like wearing my glasses because they glare. When I watch people doing live streams and I see their glasses, it's like, I don't know. I guess these aren't too bad. Anyway. I'm getting old. I can't see the screen, so I have to look at my glasses like this. I have to look at my use my bifocals. Anyway, I am not Jeremy. What the heck? Hey, Roger, what's up, brother? So I'm really hoping Roger. I'm hoping Tim Fergal pops in tonight. I wanted to thank Tim Fergal. I know Roger is in Idaho in his heart. He's down in Texas. You know what? What part of Texas are you in that's so bad, Roger? It's just because, oh, you told me before. You said it was just too hot down there. That's why. Because everybody's leaving California for Idaho and Texas. And, you know, of course, everybody hates the Californians when they leave California. Don't bring your politics. I keep telling them, don't worry, I'm more conservative than you. Trust me. Yeah, well, Washington's pretty close, but, yeah, you guys got problems in Washington. Yeah, where are you at in Washington, Big Dreams Homestead? And while I have you in my sights, Big Dreams Homestead. Give me a first name, Big Dreams Homestead, so I can call you by your first name. I'm adding you to my list. So that was the announcement tonight, guys. Is we're gonna have that. We're gonna have our second annual. I don't know if you guys can see my shirt very well here. Let me see if I can turn the camera down a little bit. So this was our first annual North Idaho YouTube meet and greet, and the back of it. And then Olivia put our new logo on it. How do you guys like the logo, huh? So Jeremy, we're bringing T-shirts, but it's gonna have my logo. Oh, by the way, Jeremy, I've been meaning to mention this to you. I keep forgetting. You need to send me a PDF of your logo. If you want your logo on these shirts, because you and I are doing this, you want your logo on the other side, like that, or I don't know, it might be on the sleeves, or they might be right here. I'm not sure yet, but we're gonna do shirts for people. We got to sell them for $5 just to cover the cost on them. I'll give you one for free though, you and your family. Anyway, we're gonna do some shirts and sell them there. So Jeremy and I are doing that meet and greet. It's going to be the second annual meet and greet in Idaho. And because of all the crap that's going, Ron McGarvey is in the house. Thanks for coming in, brother. You'll stay in the heat. Yes, well, the one conservative that'll be left in California, right, Ron? There's the list. I know, right? Anna Marie, you're already on here? Oh, you probably are. Oh, boy. Oh, see, there you go. Oh, boy. Big Dreams Homestead. I gotta see if you're on my, my list somewhere. You know, I wonder if I wrote you down and it. Well, anyway, you're in there. I'm sure you're in there somewhere. If you say you're on my list, or I probably wrote you down already, Anna Marie. I'm embarrassed now. I'm not as embarrassed though. I've embraced my my forgetfulness. I'm not as embarrassed as when I finally figured out my mistake and I was calling everybody the wrong name. That was pretty. She's Anne Marie. Anne Marie. So no Anna Marie's. Thank you, Amy. Sheesh. You ladies. I swear. Such sticklers for detail. I guess that's what keeps us guys straight, right? No, that'll look like Boo. What? Thanks, Roger. Boo, no, I didn't have them down here. I had them up here, like shoulder blade area. Those won't look like boobies. You don't want to see my boobies. No, okay, so I was going to do them up in shoulder blade area. Or on the sleeves. How about the sleeves? What do you think of the sleeves? That'd be okay. Brett is in the house. Thanks for coming in. Right on. You guys are sweating already down there. That's crazy. So, all right. Well, you let me know. Send me your PDF of your, if you want your artwork on the shirt, send it to me, and we'll talk about where you want to put it. Because it's going to look almost like, it's going to look just like this, because she already has all this artwork done, except it's going to be second annual. And then we're not doing the names on the back. That was a major pain in the neck doing the backs of these shirts. So we're going to do just the fronts again. So we'll hand these out, and they're good quality cotton Hanes t-shirts, so. Right. So you got to run? All right, brother. Thanks for coming in, Jeremy. Appreciate it. Well, Jeremy heard what he needed to hear, so he's good to go. So, yeah, Roger, Cabin in the Woods. Hey, thanks for coming in. I know, right? You know what's crazy about that, our Cabin in the Woods, is there are so many. No worries, Jeremy. Do what you got to do, man. It's cool, man. What's crazy is how many people we're in North Idaho. We bought our place up there in Priest River. Jeremy and I, we live literally 20 minutes from each other. He is about 20 miles away, and we're close. We're practically neighbors. When I first started jumping into YouTube and chatting and interacting with some of these people and getting to know each other, ran into Jeremy and the Rinkers, and then Chad and Shelby Catron. It was just we had 16 channels that were going to come to our meetup. 13 of them actually showed up, and that was at least 4 or 5 channels that said they couldn't make it or wouldn't come. So there was at least, and that's just North Idaho. That doesn't have any. And then we had some people from South Idaho. We had Butch and his lovely wife from Sand Hollow Homestead. They drove the 7 hours all the way up to our meet and greet. Stayed in a hotel just to come to our meet and greet, and they were wonderful, wonderful people. So and then we've got Dave Norseman and his gorgeous redhead wife and their kids, and she's an ex-Marine. Oh my gosh, guys! So just in North Idaho alone, and then the community up there, everybody knows about North Idaho and the prepper community and the off-grid community and the militia. I mean, all of it. It is so dense. Chris, you said that. Chris had said that to me that the alpaca community is a real dense community up there, and he's right. There's a ton of that too. So that was the big announcement. We're going to be doing our meetup on Saturday, June 27th. And we put the announcement out there, but nobody really responded. I mean, but everybody's kind of gotten the message to me that they're going to come, but nothing's been like officially emailed back to me, because everybody's kind of like, what's going to happen with the shutdowns? What are we going to do? Well, with all the protests and all the First Amendment and Second and Fourth Amendment people up there that are protesting in Idaho, I think most of our channels. Oh, really? We're supposed to get that same weather down here, Jeremy. We're supposed to have thunder and lightning tomorrow. So I don't know if you can. Hey, the Johnsons are in here. What's up? Thanks. Fantastic. Oh, thank you, Christy. I had my head. You guys weren't even seeing my face. You got to see the Trump hat. Mr. Johnson, so that was the announcement. I know I asked you and Dave in your live stream 2 weeks ago if you guys were coming to the meetup. But yes, Saturday, and I sent you guys an email if you guys got it. Please spread the word to Dave and everybody else. I don't know if he's getting his emails or not. Nobody has responded. Actually, she responded on Facebook. I apologize. Julie responded on Facebook and said you guys are going to come. So yes, so Saturday, I sent the email to you guys. If I need to send you a different email, I will. Saturday, June 27th. And this is what we're doing. We're going to step it up a little bit this year. We're not going to have a raffle. We've kind of decided against that because of all what's going on. And everybody is just buried with work, and like you guys building your house. We're going to do just a creator, like a Q&A and a kind of a round table, get to know and hang out with each other for the first 3 hours at 9 a.m. If you want to meet early and go to breakfast with us, there's a couple of breakfast places in town if they're open. And we're hoping that everything's open by the end of June. And so that'll be for the first 3 hours. It's going to be bring your own lunch. We're just going to get a Subway on the way and have a picnic lunch. And then at 1 o'clock, I'm still working on the artwork for a little flyer that you guys can copy and paste, or copy it and give it to all of your subscribers on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever you guys want to do. And you can put the announcement, or you can do your own artwork, whatever you guys want to do. But if you want to do a meet and greet for your fans and your subscribers, we're going to open it up to the community at 1 p.m. And we're only going to go, for those of you that want to stay and do that, we're only going to do it for about 3 hours, like 1 to 4, because I mean, we're all going to be there in the mornings with each other, hanging out and kind of catching up and everything. And then we're going to do it for another 3 hours. It's going to be it's going to be an all-day thing, pretty much. So it's going to be, we're keeping the cost at zero. We're doing T-shirts again. We're going to sell them for $5 just to cover cost on the shirts and the ink and all that stuff. And so that's the only thing that might cost some money. We're gonna, if people want to bring stuff from their homestead to sell, like Dave Norseman. They have piles of leather stuff that they make, and knives and all kinds of stuff. So that if they want to bring that stuff and lay out tables and sell it to people, have at it. It's just going to be kickback, no major strict organization because of just everything that's going on. We want it to be easy going and just kick back and just fun for everybody. So that's the announcement, guys. Next year, we're going to be up there next spring. We're making the move. We're getting everything ready. So Johnson's, we're coming. We're going to come visit that church. We're going to get it all riled up down up there for you. Bring some excitement, if it's not already exciting, which I hope it is. So there you go. Big Dreams Homestead. You going to come over? You going to come stay in a hotel? Martin, you want to come? We want you to come too. So all of you guys got to know who Martin Johnson is. If you guys don't know who Martin Johnson is, you need to go. He's one of the big dogs. We have Ron McGarvey. He's a big dog in here, a big channel. And Martin Johnson. You guys have 150,000 subscribers, I think. I think you guys are getting up there. You guys are booming. So, but thanks to you guys and these channels, all these people that I know in here, thanks to all you guys, we're growing. I hit 1,600 subscribers this morning, actually. And within the next couple of months, I'll be over 2,000 subscribers. And our channel it's kind of escalating. Not escalating. What's the word I want to use? It's accelerating for whatever reason. So I'm just trying to be consistent, put the videos out, and it's just been great. And you guys have been fantastic, and people are seeing everybody in the chat, and it's great. So Martins, I hope you guys make it. We want you guys there. You and your beautiful wife Julie, and your awesome kids. Your hard-working kids. I can't wait. And actually, Martin Johnson, I've been meaning to email you. I know you're busy, and you probably get 1 million emails a day because you have such a huge channel. But I wanted to maybe hit you guys up as maybe possibly not a featured speaker, just for for our YouTube creators section portion in the morning. Have some Q&A kind of thing. I'd like to have Chad and Shelby if they would be willing to do some Q&A with everybody, and just let some of us little guys pick your brains a little bit, and just maybe go that route. So just a real easygoing format. And then, of course, in the afternoon, if you want to put that out there for all of your fans and subscribers to come and meet you and get your autograph. So there you go. There's the announcement, guys. That's it. We're going to do it. Regardless, I think of unless they have the local sheriff there, barricading the park. If the park is all taped off and roped off and completely closed down, because I know that the community center is closed down, but everything's opening up, so I really don't think it's going to be a problem. But if for some reason it's not going to be open at the end of June, we'll have to make that call at the last second. Either come find a different place to meet at the last minute, or we might have to cancel. It is what it is. So we don't expect that to happen, though. We really think that everything's going to be just fine up there, and we are determined to meet, even if they have restrictions in place. If it's not closed down, but with restrictions, we will be there. So there it is, guys. Martin, I'm glad you came in tonight. I'm really stoked. I missed talking to you, but you guys have been working like madmen on your place, and just fantastic. And Martin, the other part of the deal tonight was I found a new YouTube channel, but you probably already know who he is, Bar None Off Grid. They did the same thing. They sold everything, quit their jobs, and moved to Colorado, and they're raising alpacas over there. So that's a fun story to be following along. Okay, I know I'm way behind in chat, so I'm going to hit the blue arrow and blam. Jake Jacobs popped in. I didn't see it. Hey, thanks for coming in, brother. Awesome. Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's see here. Oh, Ron, give me a break. Yeah, that smiley face. Yeah, Ron's not a big channel. He only has, I don't know, how many subscribers you got now? You've got I haven't even looked at you. I don't even look at your subscribers. I just look at your, I just watch your videos. Where did you go? Off-grid McGarvey style. Oh yeah, you're at 20,000 subscribers. You're a big dog. You're one of the big dogs. No recent activities. What the heck? That's really weird. That's really bizarre, Ron. I just went to your channel. It says no recent activities, and this channel has no videos. What's going on there, Ron? Off-grid property, 4 videos, all deleted. Okay, that's interesting. What did I miss here? I know. What's okay? I'm gonna have to reboot my phone. That's just not that. There's something not right with that, Ron. You didn't delete all your videos, did you? I'll do it right now and I'll show you. Oh my goodness, what the heck? Stand by, everyone. Subscriptions. That was... What's going on there? Really? But why? Okay, yeah. You all can see that. No recent activity. Has no... Why, Ron? I loved your videos. All right, okay, I don't want to put you on the spot, Ron, but I want to put you on the spot. Will you tell us why? What so interesting, guys. Hey, you know what, Ron? I am all about community, baby. This is not about me. I am here to talk to you guys and to interact with you guys, and I've gotten to know all. I am only here because of you guys. You're gonna make me cry. Not really, but I'm intrigued. I'm gonna have to email you, and I know you have my email, so I'm intrigued. What the heck's going on? Well, I am here because of the community. I never did this to become a giant YouTuber. I'm enjoying that part of it. That's kind of fun to watch it grow, and I'm enjoying the monetization. Is kind of cool, making a couple dollars, you know, here and there. I mean, it's nothing. I can imagine how much the Johnsons potentially make. I've heard Jeremy and Melissa Salza been pretty upfront with it, and that's kind of cool. They tell us, you know, how many subscribers they have and how much they're making. So that's kind of fun, but I do it for the fun. But the community, you guys know, you see me every Sunday. I get pumped up and riled up because this interaction in the community building is what I'm passionate about. So I'm here because of you guys. So that bums me out, Ron. You know what? I don't think that's true, Ron. I think people are always going. You know why I know that's not true? Because there's a family up in North Idaho called Fauchomatic. You guys heard of Fauchomatic? Off-grid Fauch style, or the off-grid with the Fauches. I forget the name of the channel. You guys probably all know who it is. Let me look them up. They left everything up. Let me see. I want to look up Fauchomatic. Oops, I typed that in. Fauchomatic. I'm subscribed to them. Fauch Family Off-Grid. 154,000 subscribers. And the last time that they put up a video was 1 year ago. That's the Fauches. So I know that I heard that there was some big drama with them, and that's all I can say, or that's all I'm going to venture to say, because I don't know the facts. But there was some big drama or something. And then there's another channel up there that Jeremy turned me on to, and they had 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers, and it's been like 4 or 5 years since they put a video up. People have not forgot about them. What's up, Kathy? Hey, thanks for coming in. Well, thank you, Ron. I appreciate that. I love having you, and you are a wealth of information. I got to do a water tank just like what you did to feed my garden from my spring. on my place, and I'm going to be doing that video too, once we get up there. So, all right, well, I'm bummed, Ron, because I loved your cooking videos, and I did not ever get tired of them, and I'm not going to ever forget your channel, and I hope that you change your mind someday and start putting some videos back up there again. But I know you got a lot going on there, and you got family stuff going on, so I'd imagine, maybe that has something to do with it, but we're going to miss you. We're going to miss your videos. So thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. You used to watch them. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. They were a great channel. Okay, no, so now, hey, Hank, what's up? How about you? Okay, there's another big dog. I don't know how I get all the big dogs coming in here. I mean, I remember Doug and Stacy popping in last year. I mean, thank you, Hank, for coming in. I love it. Fantastic. I will definitely hit you up, Ron. I'm just, oh man, I'm just bummed about. Anyway, Hank, what the heck? Okay, everybody, Hamiltonville Farm, he just got a new freaking tractor. He had me already scoped in on that Mahindra because it doesn't have the Tier 4 and the smog crap on there. And what's he do? He goes and gets himself a freaking Branson. What in the heck are you doing, dude? I know, you got a little deal going on there. That's fantastic. Good for you, Hank. Man, you are blowing up big time. I'm right on your heels, baby. I am following your lead on that whole thing. So, that's okay. That's okay, Kathy. I am just grateful you're here. Thank you. I am totally grateful for that. Yeah, everybody's bummed about the Bayou Bash. That just sucks. And I've been bugging Brett about that. I'm like, dude, just have it at your house. She's like, heck no. Get guys like Hank over there and they start, having a drink or something. And, oh, man, it's just, all you Southerners down there are a bunch of partiers. No, I'm just kidding. But you guys got to have air conditioning. And all the crocodiles out in the yards, man. Good Lord, the heat and crocs. I don't know how you guys can handle it. Hank, you have any crocs on your property? Have you seen any crocs? I'm just kidding. No, you're in Florida. Well, of course you got crocs. You're in Florida. Good grief. Anyway, yeah, Kathy, he said he had to cancel it. That just sucks. But they had people that were going to, be gearing up for selling and all that kind of stuff. And they don't. Nobody has any money to do it, and that's the hard part. And they got to spend some money to have some air conditioning. So that's a bummer. So that was the news. Hank, you want to fly out to our YouTube meetup? Last year we had our North Idaho YouTube creators meetup. We're going to have it again this year at the end of June, and it won't be insanely busy or insanely hot like it is down there in Louisiana and Florida. So fly on up. You be our guest speaker for the day. Stay in a hotel. Get an Airbnb. We'd love to have you up there. That'd be fantastic. And we'll all sit around and pick your brain. But we've got the Johnsons. They're a 150,000 subscriber channel. We've got Chad and Shelby Catron. They're at 80,000 subs now. I mean, we have some big channels are going to be at this meetup. It's going to be a good time. So, and thanks to you, Hank, and you guys' channel. I'm going to keep thanking you guys until you guys get sick of hearing it. But thanks to all you guys, the Broussards and Kathy. I appreciate you guys' live streams and your guys' transparent and your friendship. I really do. It really means a lot to me. And I hit 1,600 today, and we're going to be, in the next couple months, I'll be at 2,000, and just accelerating. So just good. It's fun times. It's good times, and this community is where it's all about. So Gators, you got them Gators. I know, right, Kathy? He'd have to get special hazard insurance with a bunch of Southern boys down there. Eating crawfish and moonshine. So that's a bummer. Well, you know what? Next year, if everything pulls together next year, we actually had the fairgrounds reserved this year, but I thought I was going to be up there this summer, but we just couldn't make it this year. So we're going to be up there next spring. We're moving next spring. So it's like 8 months. And I spent all weekend cleaning out the garage, throwing away all the junk that we don't, stuff I haven't looked at in the last 6 years of my life. Just went in the trash, and then a bunch of piles of stuff for a garage sale next week. So we're getting ready to make the move and get the heck out of California. So, and as long as Trump, you all gonna vote for Trump, right? You guys can't be friends with me if you're not a Trump supporter. Just kidding. You guys can be my friend. You can still be my friend. It's okay. But yeah, if Trump gets reelected, I think we're going to be fine, and the economy's going to take off again, and it's already looking up. How can the stock market be at 24,000 and we're not even out of this thing yet, right? So anyway, that's as much as we're going to touch on politics tonight. I'm not going to do it. Not going to let Amy or Brett. Thank you, Kathy. Amy and Brett are not going to throw the squirrel at me. Hey, thank you, Roger. And you know what, Roger? Thank you. Oh, Roger, thank you for making a comment. I was going to. Yeah, but you guys are gonna. But you're gonna start growing again, though, Brett. You guys keep putting out more videos on a constant basis. You're gonna keep growing. So, mooning instead. Mooning. No, you're not gonna be any mooning tonight. Thank you, guys. And you know what, Hank? You know what? This community is. I appreciate guys like you, Hank. And the big channels. You know, Bruce Sarge really helped out too. Kathy's a big channel now. She's getting big. You guys take the time to stop in. And that is interesting. I had this conversation with somebody this week. And your name came up, Hank. So maybe your ears were burning. Maybe that's why you're in the chat tonight. But we were talking about that. Thank you. Thank you. We were talking about that once you get to that point where you're that big. Oh, you know what? It was Brett. I was talking to Brett about you, Hank. And I was talking about the members channels, and I was discussing with him, you know, at what point do you do that? Because at some point, I mean, when you guys know that when we have 30 people in here, well, you guys know in your chats, when you guys have 30, 40, 50 people, let alone 100 or 200, when you get that many people in the chat, you just catch the occasional comment, or you know, the people that are going to throw a super chat at you, you're obviously going to read their comment and address that comment. But everybody else is, you know, I've watched some of these chats and just tried to kind of follow along what people are asking, and it's impossible. It's just completely impossible, and it's not your fault. There's just so many people that want to say something to you. So we were talking about the whole members thing, and you know, what's the reason to do a members only a channel or membership kind of thing, so that you can actually give them more personal attention for the people that are, excuse me, willing to to pay a few bucks for it, which kind of sucks. I like to be friends with everybody, but it's just impossible. So we were talking about you. I'm like, yeah, look at Hank, how big he's getting. There's just no way that he can reach out and talk to everybody and address everybody's emails. And there's a couple of channels, people I know that I've sent them emails, and they don't even get my emails hardly anymore because they have these giant spam folders, and you know my email just disappears. So it's almost like you got to have another email that you only give out to people that you know, so that you can stay in contact with people. Because I want to stay in contact with all of you guys. You know, I would love to be as big as you guys someday. I think so. Yeah, see, Kathy, exactly like what Kathy is talking about. She was just a mod. She was in there. Excuse me. You were in there with Jess and Melissa at Roots and Refuge, right, Kathy? You should have waited at 100. Well, Hank, what's the difference? I know. There's only 13 of you in here. I can't follow my own chat. So, I don't know what I'm not ready. Oh, yeah. You know what, Roger? That happens once in a while. I haven't forgot what I was going to say to you, by the way, Roger. I'll give you a little sneak pre. Yes, you guys know, because I get on a little rant, and I have to focus on what I'm saying. Otherwise, I stop mid-sentence, and you guys get the start-stop thing going. I got to finish the thought, and then I can go back and read. Yeah, Roots and Refuge, yeah. Hey, there's my better half right there, guys. And she's the reason most of you guys really come in here and watch, not because of me. That's okay, Chris. No worries, you're back. I totally get it. No worries, brother. We were just having fun. So Chris, we got some other. Hey, some of you guys may not know who Chris is at Bar None Off Grid. That was part of my announcement tonight. Is I found a new channel that half of you guys already know. Half of you guys already know Chris over there at Bar None Off Grid. But him and his wife did the same thing, quit their jobs, sold everything, moved to Colorado, and they're raising alpacas, which I want to do, and we are going to do. So if you guys don't know who Chris at Barn on Off Grid is, that was the channel I was going to shout out tonight. Great channel. They just had a baby alpaca last week that was absolutely adorable. Oh, my daughter's in here. Great. There's Nurse D, Danae Palmer. She's in here. She's my graduated nurse. She just graduated 2 weeks ago, guys. So we're stoked for her. She's part of the reason we haven't moved to Idaho yet. Sorry, Danae, it's true, and you know it. Nothing bad. We decided to stay to help her out. Now my son's going through his pilot training, and once he's got most of his pilot training done, and we've got the last couple bills done, we're moving. So next spring, guys, it's on, and we're gonna take you guys along for the journey. So. All the ladies are popping in now. They're making their comments. See, that's the thing, is all the ladies like to talk to ladies and the guys like to talk to guys. I could scare all you guys off if we started talking about tractors. Martin Johnson, you guys got a smoking deal on that tractor. I'm so jealous. You guys got a tractor. Oh, no, I didn't see it, Martin. Put it again. Martin, I'm gonna give you a wrench. You know what? It's a possibility that you weren't able to put that link up because you don't have a wrench. I'm giving you a wrench, Martin. Post away. Joey's up. Joey is in the house. Well, I don't want to sell everything, Ron. Ron, I did sell my Jeep. I had a beautiful Rubicon JK 4-door on 35s, 4-inch lift. That thing was bad. Winch, rack, I mean, the thing was sweet. And I sold that to buy my daughter a car for college, and I bought my diesel F350 because I'm going to be doing tractor service. And that's why Hank and I are friends, because I bug Hank all the time for his advice on tractors, and I've been giving him a hard time because he went and got a freaking Branson. But I'm going to be doing some tractor service up there, but I need a tractor for my property. So I have a 24,000 pound dump trailer gooseneck for my F350 diesel 4x. So guys, that's part of my list, Amy. I got the truck, I got the trailer, and now I'm looking at tractors. I can't buy one yet. We don't have the bills paid off yet. So once we have the debt paid off, it's on. So this November, December, guys, I know it's a little ways away, but that's about the time I'm going to be pulling the trigger on a tractor. So stay tuned for that. Focus, Scott. I know, Roger, right? Focus. Well, I got some cool people in here. You guys are all cool. I can't help it. So, Roger, I wanted to thank you for your comments on that last video I put up. I put up a video, guys, when we went up there last summer. I know that was old footage, and Gil was giving me a hard time because I had that little beard thing going, and that was from last year. It's obviously gone, but he started giving me a hard time again about shaving off the squirrel tail or the skunk tail. But we had gone up there, and I thought that we winterized our cabin good, and we didn't. And we actually had 2 burst pipes. Roger, I filmed the second one, but I didn't put it in there because I was too embarrassed. So we actually had two burst pipes, identical place too. That little bit of copper that's below the mixer, and we have a shower upstairs and a shower downstairs. Both of them had a little bit of water in there, just enough that it froze and it burst the pipe. So. That was what the video was about. So Roger was making some awesome comments, and Tim Fergal, I was hoping he was going to be in the live stream tonight because Tim came up with an awesome observation after watching my video. That's why I love this community, guys. I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it for the fame. I'm not in it to fake anybody out. What you see right here is what you get. Ask Olivia and Danae. This is how I am at home. I am just. I love people. I love interaction. I love the community thing. And when Tim made a comment about my water heater vent, I'm like, what are you talking about? And I went back and looked at my video. I'm like, dude, you are right. Tim Fergal says that he used to actually install bulk propane tanks at people's houses. And so that was one of the first things they would look at, is make sure that their vents and on their water heaters were done properly. And so he made the comment, he said, because my vent goes up and then turns a 90 and goes out the side of my house, out the side of my log cabin, above the logs. It doesn't go through my roof. And it's got the hood on there. It's what they call a draft hood. and I don't have the fan on there because I'm off grid with batteries, right? And when you have a draft hood situation, the vent really needs to be straight. I think code, because this is 20 years old, I think the old code was okay to do it that way, because the 90 that it turns, it only goes maybe 2 feet and it's out the wall. And there's about a 3-foot rise. So I think I'm okay. I have a carbon monoxide detector, and I'm going to go up there. And we haven't had any problems with well, we had carbon monoxide problems with our refrigerator because it wasn't vented when we bought the house. The propane refrigerator came with the house. And so see, I'm ignoring comments, Amy, because I'm trying to focus on what I'm telling you guys. So the refrigerator wasn't vented. I got rid of that propane refrigerator because I want to get an efficient electric one. But now I'm worried about my water heater. So when we go up there, we have about 5 weeks, and we're going to be up there for about 2 weeks. I'm going to get that carbon monoxide detector out, set that sucker in the in the water closet right there, where we have the washer and dryer and the sink and all that kind of stuff, and see if that thing sets it off. And if it doesn't, we're good to go. I think it's good to go, but I was very, very grateful for Roger making his comments and for Tim Fergal making his comments. You guys are always on it, and you guys are paying attention and making constructive criticism. So thank you guys very much for that. Thank you, Hank, for coming in. I appreciate the big dog stopping in and saying hi. I am just totally just grateful for that. So I need to be there for the little birds for them to fly. I must have missed something there, Chris. Anybody? No, Joey, nobody's hired my daughter yet. She hasn't taken the NCLEX yet. We're waiting on a test date for her NCLEX, and once she takes that, she's already got pretty much not guaranteed job at the local hospital where we love, but she has got a very, very good in with the doctors there. She's already known by a couple of doctors. Our own personal doctor has made the recommendation. Her job is all but guaranteed, but of course the rest of it's up to her. She's got the great referrals, and they know who she is. They're just waiting, and that's going to be September. So that's what we're hoping for. She passes the NCLEX here in the next month or so, and then she gets hired on at St. Jude, and we can go to Idaho, and she can start her life making good money. So, all right, there's the blue arrow again. I've got to catch up. Thank you, Kathy. That is the best part. Yeah, I saw you made that comment, Chris, about how overwhelming it is that you were not expecting how much positivity you were getting from people that you didn't even know. And you're absolutely right. And that's why I'm here right now, because of that, because of these people, Kathy, and you get to know people on a first name basis. I've talked to most of all of these people on the phone, or like the Broussards. We're always on Marco Polo together, and it's fantastic. So let's see here. Yeah, strong on YouTube. Oh man, I love you too, Roger. All right, so I want to make sure I didn't miss any comments here. Martin Johnson. Okay, cool. Thank you for putting that up there, Martin. So guys, there's a link that Martin Johnson just put up there, and I am going to, I wonder if that'll let me do that. Ooh, that's cool. I clicked on that, Martin, and open in a new tab. Idaho rebounds our path to prosperity. Stages of reopening. Protocols. Idaho rebounds plan. Meeting Idaho criteria. Staged opening. Initial stage. Okay, cool. Stage 1 before May 1st. Stage 1 May to May 15th. Stage 2 to May 29th. Says stage 3, if no significant increase in cases and criteria remain met, June 12th. Stage 4, no significant increases in cases, June 26th. Thank you, Martin Johnson. Okay, there's the answer, guys. So, right there we have it. As long as, as we all know, if you guys are all kind of, well, halfway paying attention to at least some of the headlines, if you guys are halfway paying attention, you'll see it looks like June 26th is going to be that Friday, is be the last day of the stage 5 reopening. So we should be totally good to go for our meetup. So I think we're golden, guys. So hey, How to Garden, thanks for coming in. Fantastic, love it. So yeah, Barna, Chris, I have learned, and I say to everybody, I'm actually amazed and flattered that Patty, the tinkerer's wife, and Kathy, North Star, and Bruce Sarge, that they come back and watch my live streams because I probably sound like a broken record because I say it all the time, but it's so true. It's hard to not constantly just talk about it. I learn more. I know I'm learning more from your guys' channels than well. I'm hoping to teach people stuff. I hope people learn something from my videos. I have a pretty good series on how to build a patio cover. You know, that thing's in the 50, 60, 70,000 views or something. So apparently people are learning how to build a patio cover from my channel. They're definitely learning how not to do things. So that was one thing I didn't put in my burst pipe thing, is I did kind of briefly mention why they had burst. The first year we went up there, we've had our place for 2 years. So stay tuned, Chris, on our, I know you watched our channel trailer, but Olivia and I are going to be doing a who are we kind of video, kind of an introduction, and tell our story as to where we've been and how we got our place in Idaho. It's a crazy story how we got our place in Idaho. It took us a year. We were in escrow 3 times, and we lost. Well, no, we were in escrow. We were in escrow 2 times, but we lost it 3 times. So it's a crazy story. God provides. It's amazing, the story. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming up here in the probably next week, where I'm going to release that video. And but we were looking for quite a while to get up there. And so when we were up there, but we're not up there during the wintertime, and there's no heat. There's no way to leave any heat on. So we have to basically winterize it. You got to drain all the water out of the toilets and the sinks and all the traps and all the pipes, right? You got to put antifreeze in the toilets so they don't freeze and crack the toilet, the bowls. So we had done that the first year, came back the next spring and summer, and everything was fine. No burst pipes, nothing. Got to drain the water heater, all that stuff. Last year we did the winterizing and came back, and we actually had 2 burst pipes, but it was just a little tiny section of copper. Almost everything in the place is PEX. PEX, all the water will freeze, but the PEX will expand. It doesn't burst. So I had to fix those pipes before we could fire anything up. And I thought that I had opened everything up, but I think what I had done is when we open everything up and you let everything drain, and then you use air, you compress air into the system to try and blow everything out. I had shut off both the shower valves in both the showers, the upstairs and the bottom, and I didn't go back and open them back up after we blew everything out and thought we were done. So I left those 2, the mixers closed, and it was able to trap just enough water in there in that little section of copper that they burst. So that was the lesson. I neglected to put those little details, more detail in there, so people could learn the lesson there. But most of you guys probably already know that. So what did Kathy say? Oh, thank you, Kathy. Despite, I know, and I made Patty mad the other day too. Last month, I was being impatient. So, and I already apologized to Patty for that. So I know that many a truth is made in jest, Kathy. I know that, but I appreciate the love. And yes, you guys know I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I have foot and mouth disease, and I'm probably a little too honest for my own good. So I try to be as diplomatic and constructive in my criticisms and tell the truth in love as we are commanded by our good Lord and Savior. So, right? Well, Chris, you know what? Where was that old commercial that somebody, you know, was it an insurance company? You know how to do that? Well, yeah. I stayed in a Holiday Inn and watched YouTube last night. That's the running joke, right? You can learn how to do anything on YouTube, and I've learned how to do a lot of good stuff, but I've definitely learned how to not do things on YouTube. So, Chris, I got a question for you before we get out of here tonight. Since you're the featured channel, What can you give us a little hint? If you don't want to say because you're going to save it for a video, I totally get it. But if you would share with us tonight, we have 15 people in here tonight, so spill the beans a little bit with this. I know nobody's going to go blab in their mouth. I'm not going to go put a video out and tell everybody, hey, guess what Chris is doing? But hey, if you let us know, give us a little sneak peek. What's your plans for a house? I know that you had said that you guys have been in your trailer for 5 years. I bet, and that looks like a toy hauler, like what we used to have. That's got to be 5 long years. I stayed in my toy hauler for a year when I was working out of town. Woo, by myself. It gets old. You want a house, you know what I mean? So what's your plan, Chris, for your place? Let's see here. Thank you, Patty. Thank you. You know what? And that grace that you lady, both you and Kathy, I look at as my sisters, because you have both been honest with me, and you've been transparent with me, and you both have set me straight, and you have given me some righteous criticism, and I accepted that and hear it, and I take it, and no one's a better and bigger critic than my wife. I listen to her before anything else. But ladies that have, and not just ladies, but everybody that has that ability to tell the truth in love as a friend. I really when you two ladies especially took the time to reach out specifically for some things, and hey, what do you think about this? And that meant a lot to me, and I try and return that favor, because that's true friendship, when people take the time, especially in this scenario, in this kind of a deal, when you guys are as busy as you are, and we're all trying to film content and get a video out and do everything else we're doing, and then to take time to communicate with people on a personal level, that means a lot to me, because I know the significance of what it takes to do that. So, all right, enough of the emotional stuff. Back to testosterone. Chris, when are you building your house? And are you going to get a tractor? Awesome. I'm glad you do, Kelly. That's great. So, where did you go? Did you answer my question yet, Chris? Oh, he's still learning how to do the chat. 5 super long compact years. I know it, right? Well, it's going to be and that's something I don't ever want to do, is lose sight of this core group of friends that I have met, and you people have been so gracious to be friendly to me, and to become my friends. I don't want to lose that core group of people. So to me, these are lifelong friendships that we've formed. And as big as we get, as our channels keep growing, the bigger they get. You just can't be friends with everybody. It's just impossible. I've done quite a bit of chatting with Chris from Holly Ridge Homestead. He has been Deputy Kapchik, I think is his last name. He has taken the time to teach me about skid steers and tractors, and what a fantastic channel that guy has. And he is struggling to get videos out, man. He's working so much. Oh, okay. You know what, Chris? Funny you said containers. Tractors, cars. Thank you, Brett. Thank you for that. So containers. You know what's funny that I'm sure that you probably follow the same channel. Life Uncontained. That young couple, and they just had their first baby. He's a young stud, and she's a cute young lady. And they built their container home down there. Where is that? Mississippi, or where are they? Louisiana? Where's Life Uncontained, you guys? Anyway, yeah, Chris he's a great up and coming channel. Him and Joey. You can. You know what, Ron? It's funny that you said that. Hey, TNS, thanks for coming in. Thank you very much. We were announcing the channel tonight is Bar None Off Grid. He's in the chat. Chris is in here. He's got a great channel. If you like alpacas and you like you love the story of escaping the city and leaving the grind behind, go check out Chris at Bar None Off Grid. They're a fantastic channel and growing like crazy. So we're trying to steer. Half of you guys already know who they are already. I just happen to find them and like, hey. So I'm probably not telling too many of you about a channel that you don't know about already, but okay. So yeah, so you've seen Life Uncontained. Okay, yeah. And there's a couple of those that I've watched. They're obviously the big ones, and then there's a couple other channels that they were doing. A couple of tiny home channels that they're doing container homes, and I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. I didn't subscribe to the channel, but there was some. I want to say she was in China, or she was Asian, a Chinese architect, and she put out a video about the scam. That container homes are a scam, and she did this whole thing, and she's actually an engineer, at least what she said she was, and she went through and she was like 10 reasons why containers are a scam for building homes, and so she went through this whole thing, and a lot of what she said made sense, but at the same time, it's still cheap. It still seems like it'd be cheaper, but it's all the retrofit that you have to do to strengthen them, and you have to insulate them. But most of these people are cutting out the sides of them and stuff, and then once you cut the sides out, there's nothing left that's structural. So she went through this whole thing with containers, but there's a lot of, so definitely if you're doing your homework on those, Chris, I would love to watch you doing what you're doing, but you probably already know how much reinforcement you've got to do once you start cutting out the walls. Because in order, especially up there in the high country, your high country Colorado is what it looked like. You've got to bring the walls in. You got to put so much insulation, and metal is a horrible insulator. So heat as well as cold. So you've got to put some serious insulation in, and everybody says that spray foam or the solid stuff is the best stuff to put, because the metal does get colder and hotter, right? And then so you're really shrinking that space down. So you start stacking a bunch of them up together, then you've got to reinforce the roof, because once you take out the sides, so there's a whole deal with that. So I'm sure you've already done your homework on that, but I looked at that and went, man, I don't think to me that would be the smartest thing to do. If you're going to spend the money, it seems like you would spend almost as much money on wood and reinforcing and insulating as it would just to build a stick home, or to go get a bunch of logs and make yourself a log home. So anyway, they're quick. That's the thing. Containers are quick and easy, and you can pick them up everywhere. Yeah. Who are you going to go watch, Ron? I missed something. So, oh yeah, Life Uncontained. That's the name of their channel, Ron. It's a cute chat. They're funny. She's a goofball. They are constantly pinching each other's butts and flirting around with each other. And I mean, the chemistry is obvious. And but they're goofing around and throwing mud and chasing each other and their dogs. And it's just it's hilarious. And they're really good at editing their videos. I don't know how they have time to put all that stuff together, but they are really, really good. So anyway, how do you do the thing? Sheds are cheaper, but containers last longer. Yeah, well, you feel better now. Yeah, you saw that one too? Okay. Yeah, so, and then I saw the comments on that one that she was saying why it was such a scam. She just kind of outlined all the things that you got to do to reinforce and this and that. I'm like, well, okay. So I guess you'd have to do a number. She didn't really talk about how much it would cost, but she did say it was going to cost a lot of money to reinforce it, to do all that stuff to it. So I don't know. If you can get them cheap and they last a long time, then once you build it, it's never going to go anywhere. So anyway, yeah, that'll be fun to see what you do, man. Edit, scroll down, tag. You're helping your in-laws build a tiny. Oh, really? Yeah, Ron. There's a couple of channels where they built underground container homes and reinforced them inside, and that was. What's up, Roger Beck? How you doing, brother? Roger Beck's in the house, you guys. He was one of my rebar foremen, my signal man. Good dude. And yes, what do you mean, just my channel? Is my channel the only one you watch, Raj? You gotta, Don't start watching any of these other people's channels because you will get out of California if you start watching anybody else here. Bar none off grid's a featured channel tonight. They left their jobs. He was a chemist for a mining company or chemical engineer. Did I get that right, Chris? I read your bio like twice and I can't remember what you said, but he was working for a mining company. His wife was in retail. They never saw each other. They sold everything and they were living in the high country in Colorado, raising alpacas. People are doing it like crazy, dude. You know what, Robert? I'm going to give you a couple of channels to watch. Go watch Breaking Free Off Grid. Tony and Stuart Rinker. They're one of the first channels that I watched. You go to the very beginning of their videos. They sold everything in their place in Arizona and moved to Idaho. Bar None Off Grid. Chris, in one of his first videos, he talks about it, and you can see what they're doing out there in Colorado. You know, Jeremy and Angela at Living the Dream Homestead, same thing. They sold all their stuff in Washington, and they're living in Idaho. All of these people, Big Dreams Homestead escaped California 5 years ago. Yes. Senior chemist. Wow, you're a smart dude. I have my bachelor's degree in criminal justice. That's the dummy degree. I decided not to go into poli-sci. I probably should have because I really do like politics. I probably would have done really well, but I went the other route because I wanted to be a cop, and then I ended up not being a cop. So, senior chemist. Yeah, so a guy like that. TNS Dogs and Dragonflies. I know you guys are up there in Apple Valley or something, right? You guys are right up there in Lucerne. I never even took a selfie and went to videos. Senior chemist, holy smokes. And you spelled my name right. I like you. You spelled it correctly. I love that. No, Kathy. You know what? Only very unique, special people live in the United States version of the Great White North, which is Minnesota. And you are very special, Kathy. So, hey, Steve, thank you for coming in. Still a big channel in my mind and everybody's mind, and we'll be looking for more videos. I know you're gonna do it. You love the interaction, Ron. You're gonna do it. You're gonna come out with more videos. I know it. So, you guys, when you get a chance, everybody, if you're not subscribed to Living Off Grid McGarvey Show, go subscribe. All right, I'll send you the links, dude. These are great channels, and these people, they talk about their story, about why they want to get out, especially California with all the crap going on out down here. California, bro. You know, when we have, and hey, and you know what, Anne-Marie, you guys, your governor is as bad as our governor down here. Communism. Commie governors, it just blows my mind. What they're talking about, forced vaccinations, and they're hiring. Both Washington State as well as California have issued hire orders for trace trackers. What the heck is what really? So yeah, dude, it's getting bad, and people are standing up. We've had some pretty significant election just this last Tuesday. We had some liberals get their seats turned out here in California, and they. The 25th district, which is Los Angeles, guys. Okay, I'm at politics real quick. Bear with me, guys. Politics. Up in Los Angeles district, 25th, a liberal stronghold. Hillary Clinton won it over Trump by 7 points. They had a special election because the congresswoman that was there got caught having an affair, a threesome, whatever. She got thrown out, ethics, whatever. They had a special election last Tuesday. The Republican ex-Marine, or Navy, oops, I might have got that wrong. Anyway, ex-military vet beat out the Democrat person, lady, by over 10 points. What does that say? It's going to be fascinating this November. It's going to be unbelievably fascinating. I am going to make a prediction right here, guys, that we're going to see these liberals get thrown out across the country. if that can happen in a liberal stronghold in the 25th district in Los Angeles, it can happen anywhere. So stay tuned. Hold on to your seats, guys. Stock market's at 24,000. I'm an optimist. I'm an absolute optimist. I'm not going to live in fear. I believe God has this under control. God has got this. He is sovereign. Yeah, the stock market is roaring already, and it's going to take off even more. I think we're going to be just fine. It's going to go good. So it's okay, Ron. It's one T, but that's all right. Oh yes, and Oregon's bad. I didn't want to harp on Oregon. I wrote off Oregon. Let's see. I graduated high school in 1986 and moved down here. That's when I wrote off Oregon, Patty. Was back in 1986. No joke. I didn't even consider moving back to Oregon. First and foremost because of the weather. It rains and it's constantly cloudy and overcast, as you know. I'm preaching to the choir, Patty, right? So that's why we chose Idaho. But the politics was like, we ain't going back there. So, okay, Chris, the only needle for you is amen, brother. I'll show you some color there. Yep. If you got color, you're a dirtbag. That's what I've been told. Red wave, absolutely, amen. So, and you're a metalhead like me, baby. If you caught the first few minutes of the live, I didn't realize that when I put the thumbnail up and I scheduled this live to start at 6 p.m. and I went ahead and clicked go live, I didn't realize it was showing you guys what was going on. And I had some Five Finger Death Punch playing, blasting, and everybody was complaining about it. Make liberals cry again. Amen. Amen, guys. We're over this. We are so over this. In California, there are protests happening all over. I have a friend that lives up in Bishop, which is just south of Mammoth, yesterday. And he was down the street by a mile, and you could hear the Harleys and the people yelling and screaming on a Saturday afternoon, protesting at City Hall in Bishop, California. Talk about rural. If the rural cities are having protests, you know what's happening. It's going to be a red wave, I think, coming this November. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. We can get Pelosi thrown out of office. Oh, my gosh. Okay, guys, everybody knows how conservative I am. That's enough. That's just enough. I'm looking forward. I can't wait. I have a positive outlook. I hope it really does go this way because I want the housing prices to stay high so I can sell my house and get a lot of money and pay everything off and move to Idaho. So I want a red wave for selfish reasons. Yeah, right, Patty. California propagated disinformation. Oh my gosh, you cracked me up. Class of '86. Oh my goodness. Thank you, sir. This is the ink is actually all right, I'll show you. I wasn't going to show you. Let me see if you guys can see that. I'll show you what oh, you probably can't see it really well in the light right there. No, anyway, it's an angel. It's the angel Michael, and he's got the devil in a headlock, and the devil goes around my arm all the way. It's all about Ephesians 5 in the Bible, brother. I am a Bible-believing Christian, and I know that Jesus is coming back soon. Hopefully not before I go to move to Idaho. Just kidding. Anyway, that's about Ephesians 5, because our battle is not against flesh and blood. It is against the rulers. It is about the evil, the demonic forces that's happening all around us. Not to get weird on you, but it's good against evil, and the good is going to win. That's the short story. So that's what the ink is about. That's the only needle that will enter my body as well, is a tattoo needle. Or I haven't had a tattoo for a while. Although my family, my wife got a tattoo yesterday, you guys. There's 16, 17 of you. No, Robert, I'm not a lifelong crane operator. I enjoy running a crane, but I'm not a crane. I do love cranes, but I don't love cranes. You know what I mean? There was one of the guys at Mr. Crane that had crane rental tattooed across his back. Like, you know what, dude? That's just over the top. I mean, you've got to really love cranes. I mean, I love them, but they're not. I love machines. I don't love cranes. Anyway, no cranes on me. So, your wife has 3. Oh, I like your wife better than Roger. My my wife went with my daughter and my son. My son got a big tattoo of a surfer in a way because he's a big surfer. But my daughter's like, she wanted to get her first tattoo, and so I sent them to my tattoo artist that I went to 20 years ago, and he's still there and does a great job. Very clean facility. I mean, he uses the autoclave. The guy has his master's degree. I mean, he's a brainiac and he does tattoos because that's where the money's at, right? And my wife said, you graduate from nursing school. If you graduate, I'll go get a tattoo with you. Well, Danae just graduated, and so she had to go get a tattoo. She just got a little tiny cross down on her ankle, so it's a little tiny one. But my wife finally got a tattoo. So we are all tattooed in our family now. It's hilarious. Yes, she did. Olivia inked. Isn't that great, Patty? I wasn't even planning on telling any of you guys that. I totally forgot because it was such a non-thing for me. But yeah, I might have to mention that in next week's live stream if I go live again. So, by the way, all you ladies, I hope you had a great Mother's Day. I didn't go live and do a video last week because it was Mother's Day. We just spent the day pampering Olivia. So she had a great day, from breakfast in bed to dessert in bed at night when she went to sleep. It was just a day for her. So anyway, that's why we didn't do anything last week. So I hope all of you ladies had a wonderful Mother's Day. Kathy, by the way, is your daughter back from New York yet, or is she still out there helping out? Absolutely, Chris. Yeah, for me, a tattoo really. I've had friends that they just go get a tattoo just. Oh, I like that dog. Put that on my arm. I don't know. That's cool. I mean, I don't judge anybody for it, but to me, if I'm gonna do something permanent, it's got to mean something to me. And this was actually a message to people. So anybody asks what it is, I tell them. It gives me a chance to kind of share my faith with people. So for me, it wasn't just a meaning for me. It was actually an opportunity to share my faith. So that was why. North Star, let's see, you stay in the Bay Area and paying $2,000 for a 1-bedroom. Yeah, gosh dang. I know, right, TNS? Yeah. Yeah, the secession would be fantastic. If California is split up into 3 states, or a north and a south, or an east and a west, or just San Francisco and Los Angeles, just that little strip of coastal area with those 2 cities in it, they can be their own West California, and the whole rest of the state can never happen. That's wishful thinking. Thank you, Kathy. Gosh, you are the best. Gosh, I wish, when I watch your lives, Kathy, I can listen but I got to run my crane and stuff like that. I just can't mod for you like you do for me. I'm so jealous. You gave your what? Oh, so you do tattoos? Is that what you're saying? Your wife likes her better. How far am I going to be from Sandpoint? Why are you asking, Robert? That's cool, Brett. Yeah, man, we got a lot of ink in this group. Right on. I love it. And Robert's an iron worker, so he's got tattoos in places that we don't want to talk about. I'm just kidding. I think I've seen some ink on you, Robert, but it's hard. Robert was always, a couple 100 feet down on the ground working the rebar, and I was up in the crane, listening to what he was listening to him boss me around. So I don't know if he had. I only saw him, up in front a little bit in the mornings, but. Thank you. Wow, Martin, you were still in here. Thank you. Okay. Awesome. Okay, Martin, I'll email it. Martin, do you have an? Okay, before you go, Martin, if you have an email that I can email you on that you will actually get and read, let me know. Send me an email. You know mine, hiddenvalleyhomestead18@gmail.com. So if you have an email that you guys read on a more regular basis, or that you'll see that you don't get everything in your spam I'll email you and let you know what's up. So, oh, you know what, Brett, that is awesome. That's right. I remember you guys talking about that you guys had a deceased daughter. You guys mentioned that once before a while back. I forget when it was. Maybe it was during one of your lives. So you did tattoos. That's cool. Okay. Hey, good night, How to Garden. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Well, that's really cool. No, I'm not. I'm caught up, Kathy. I'm right here. I see you right now. As soon as you posted that, I said I'm right here, and I'm waiting. I should count and let you guys. There's a little bit of a delay. There's always a delay from my end, from my coast to your end of the woods over there. There's like a 20-second delay. So, anyway, well, that is fantastic, Chris. We have a lot in common. You were in the mining industry, but you were the smarty pants on the job, and I'm the one running the crane out there. So. That's what I plan on doing when I get to Idaho. Is if I have to run a crane for a while, then I'm going to start up my tractor service up there. And once we get our homestead squared away, we're going to be raising alpacas. So, okay, cool, Martin. I'll do that. So I'll message her. So you guys are checking that often. Okay. All right. Have a good night, Martin. Hey, Chris. If you don't know who Martin Johnson is, they did the same thing. They moved to an off-grid property, just a piece of raw property, and they built their house in like 6 months. It was crazy. So go watch Martin Johnson. Their family is fantastic, and he's good at doing videos. He's really quick. He does a lot of quick things, and he's real deliberate. I tend to talk too much. I'm trying. I'm working on that. That's what it was. Okay, that's the one I saw it, Brett. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, yeah, tattoos. You know. Okay, so little history on me, you guys. Coming from a very strict Christian family, and a lot of Christians in Olivia's family. And I know when I first went to get my tattoo, and granted, the people that were questioning and being critical already had their own tattoos. I just didn't really know it at the time. They're like, well, doesn't the Bible say not to mark your body and to cut your body? And so that having come from a strict Christian background. I was always, you take the Bible, most of it you take pretty literally, but I didn't know enough about it at the time to really understand how to give an actual educated or wise answer to that. But the Bible does say in the Old Testament, and the Old Testament is about the Jews and the Jewish people and the nation of Israel and all that stuff. And God did set down some very, very strict restrictions and guidelines for the Jewish people. And so, but a lot of the whole Bible is fit for instruction. I mean. Jesus says that. 6 months, yeah, it is fast. 6 months. What did you say 6 months for? You said 6 months for something. Thanks, Robert. Oh, okay, so you have a friend in Sandpoint. Okay, so. Anyway, the Bible thing. So I felt very comfortable that the New Testament is pretty well is what applies to us in the church today and Christians today, and Jesus was very, very non-judgmental about people where they're at. I mean, he went and he didn't go to the church, the big Pharisees' house in the local churches. He went to all the sinners' houses and shared the good news with sinners, the tax collectors and the prostitutes and all that stuff. And granted, he wasn't getting drunk and he wasn't sleeping with anybody. Obviously, he lived a sin-free life, but he met people where they were at. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of stuff. I mean, if you're going to be critical of somebody about getting a tattoo and say, well, the Bible says not to get a tattoo. Well, the Bible also says if you want to go that route, and you want to go the route of a Seventh-day Adventist, you have to wash every single bowl. All your stuff has to be kosher, and you can't eat pork and yada yada yada. 613 laws to be exact. So, I'm totally perfectly fine with a tattoo. As long as it's not pornographic or foul or whatever, I won't put that on my body. But I'm not one to judge anybody for what they do. That's it. That's enough said, right? Tattoos are cool. I think it's body art. It's beautiful. So we live in Priest River, Robert Beck. We are in Priest River, which is exactly 30 miles from Sandpoint. We're 30 minutes away from Sandpoint. So when we need to go to Home Depot, we go to Sandpoint. That's our nearest large town. Spokane is an hour and 15 minutes away from us. Coeur d'Alene is 45 minutes south of us. Coeur d'Alene is twice as big as Sandpoint, or even bigger. So anyway, let's see here. So sorry about that, you guys. I'm sorry to hear that, Roger. That is tough. He was only 10 years old. That is horrible. So yeah. Hey, Chris, on some of that stuff, YouTube will flag some of that stuff because they, I appreciate your creative spelling and stuff there, but YouTube will flag that kind of stuff. So it is what it is. So I generally don't really get too crazy with moderating anything that's edgy like that. But the only ones I try and delete are the trolls. When the trolls come in here and start really throwing some nasty comments around and stuff like that. And you know what, Kathy? It's funny. Speaking of trolls, man, I haven't seen really too many in years for a while. And gosh, there was that one that I remember a couple months back that was just nasty, horrible, foul stuff. And we were all over that guy. He was gone, but. Anyway, sorry to hear that, Roger. That's grieving is difficult, and stuff like that is always hard to get through. Well, yes, technically. Well, what do you mean, Roger? How do you know that? Yeah, so technically, how do you know that, Roger? Hey, what's up, Chris? 9 to 5 to Life came in right on. He's in. All right, okay, guys, this is great. Chad, Chris and Chad. Chris is Holly Ridge. There I go again. I got too excited, and the squirrel just totally hit me. So, Chad, there's another story. Chad, when you get a chance, I know your internet sucks. You guys need to get that Weeboo system up and running as fast as you can, like I did. Mine didn't work where I'm at for a good reason, but almost everybody else has put a Weeboo system up, and it works fabulous. Get the big Who's Your Daddy one. They're like $900. I know it's expensive. Save up the money. Get it. You won't regret it. 9 to 5 to Life. As long as you can hang on and you've got reception and you can watch what I'm saying, go check out the featured channel tonight is Bar None Off Grid. Another family that sold everything, moved, and they are living in the high country in Colorado raising alpacas. Quit their jobs, and they left for the free life. There we go. Caught you up in 2 seconds there. So Chris, 9 to 5 to Life. That's Chad. That's the main arts. Him and his 5 girls. He's the guy is going to have gray hair by the time he's in the next 5 years. He'll be gray. He's only 30 something, right? How old are you again, Chad? I forget. You are a super mod, Kathy. She is the bomb. Yeah, Brett is our community fireman. He gives us all the good juicy details of what's happening. You can't disclose your secrets, right? You put it up and brought it back? Okay. Fantastic. So Chris at Bar None, 9 to 5 to Life, same thing. They quit their jobs and they moved to property up there in freaking Michigan. Right? Did I get that right? 37. Oh yeah, Chad's 37. But he's going to be gray hair like me in about 5 more years because he's got 5 girls. But the nice thing is he taught them all how to shoot, and they are damn good. Go watch it. Go check out one of his videos, and it shows all of his girls shooting and plinking away. They are marks women. Fantastic. So that's going to be a fun channel. I can't wait to see what those guys do. So I'm following you guys' channels too. I'm watching what you guys are doing. I can't wait to see what you guys build. I can't wait to see your whole off-grid life. It's just fantastic. So gridlessness. Yes, Chad. Bar none off grid. Go check on his channel. That's a great channel. So everybody else, almost everybody already knew who he was. He has gotten 800 some subscribers. I'd never seen him before. I saw him in one of Jeremy's chats, and I'm like, hey, he said something about alpacas, and that got my attention because we're gonna do alpacas when we get up there. So I went over there and checked out his channel, and he's got a whole herd. What do you call a group of alpacas? Is it a herd? Brett, thank you. I totally understand, and we're going to be getting out of here pretty soon, too. It's, gosh, hour and a half. You know what? You guys got me going again tonight. Good grief, it's been an hour and a half. Holy smokes. Good night, Anne-Marie. Oh, no, Brett, you're saying goodbye to everybody. Okay. So yeah, you know, Chris, this is why I'm in this community, because I love this. I love the community. I love talking to people, learning from everybody. Yeah, Kathy's awesome. She is the mod queen. Guys, you know what? You guys have been fantastic. It's been a fun chat tonight. We had some good channels in here. Some big dogs stop in and say hi. That's always fun. It makes us all of us little guys feel good. You guys keep living the dream. You guys keep plugging away. I'm watching and I'm pumping everybody over to your channels. Chad, you guys, Chris, you guys, all of your channels. I just keep sharing the love and keep pointing people your direction. So thank you guys for watching my videos and commenting when you guys get a chance. I appreciate it. I don't expect it. I enjoy it. And I appreciate it. You know, we all have. Still have a full-time job and family life. We're trying to get this house completely all fixed up and done so that it'll get top dollar when we sell it. But I know I need an alarm. So good night, everybody. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for everybody for coming tonight. Let's cut it off and save some for next week. I've got that antenna. I put up a Weeboo system at my place up there in Idaho, and we got a couple bars, and I'm still working on that video. It's going to be somewhat of a long video, but it was a bit of a fail. I didn't get the results I was hoping for. So look for that video coming up. Yeah, and Daniel Arms, they've got some awesome donkey poodles. Absolutely. So good night, Jake. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for stopping and participating. I appreciate it. So guys, you guys all have a great week. You guys be praying for our president and our country, and keep the optimism flowing and keep working hard, guys, and keep sharing those videos and putting them out. So you guys have a great week. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Have a good night.